Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. How you doing? It's your brother Bolo VNR. We're in the dark today, yeah? Alright, nobody feel no way. I'm late and I'm sorry. But at least I am here. Can you guys hear the music clearly in the background? Let me know, please, and thanks. I'll try to drone out that, if that's possible. So, oh wow. Sorry, that's the wrong one. You could live without me. Alright, so here we go. 4,000 turnover. Without me. Alright, my people, so here we go. Yes. Oh my god. No, really? Really, bro? Really? Oh my god, I can't believe this. I didn't even did realize it. Not even did realize it. So I never put nothing in the comment section. No, not just nothing. So, Lord have mercy. I'm gonna do that now. I'm live now. Join the conversation. Let's see. Alright. I soon go dark, people. I soon go dark. Hold on. Soon go dark. Sure, man. I have a bag of chores over here, watch you? I don't know, I can't delete them if I need to delete them. Anyway, here we go. Let's go here, ladies and gentlemen. Playlist. I have a couple videos. Oh, let me start off with this on Facebook. Let me start off with this. No, I don't want to go panic cleaner, bro. No, what is this? Oh.
Opposition spokesperson on housing and sustainable living. I'm making this call for the government to make special accommodation for the 185 residents who are located at the shelter at Petersfield in central Westmoreland. These residents have been given until the end of December to find accommodations. And I believe that it is really unreasonable and difficult for these residents in light of the circumstances. I understand that the school is needed to reopen for students. However, the government must ensure that they provide some reasonable shelter to house these residents whose lives have been displaced because of a hurricane that they never brought to Jamaica.
Exactly.
A caring government would ensure that these residents are protected and supported instead of putting forward solutions that is an affront to the dignity of the people, because they have indicated that a tent should be pitched on the playfield that it would house these residents, and the playfield is subject to flooding from time to time. I would suggest to the government a three-pronged approach, wherein they would find appropriate holding area for these residents. Second, they would look for those residents who have houses where they can effect repairs, and the government would provide building materials for them and get the JDF, their engineering corps, to assist these individuals.
Talking about the engineering corps of the JDF, what are we them so important? The Prime Minister find it so important to make sure say their focus is on the Akongpong, to rebuild the Akongpong. Want to Westmoreland, want to all the other areas them. I want to Petersfield where Westmoreland never vote for no. And that go on. Want to them the area there where they get the first lick, the first damage, ground zero, Westmoreland, Petersfield, the man who kick out the people in front of the shelter. Kicking them out of the shelter one thing, but not putting somewhere suitable for them go is another thing. I thought the playfield was a good idea, but I never know the playfield is subject to flooding. Then no flooding start all of this. So why them want to put you in one place better than that? Yeah, because listen, when my first video when I reacted to Mackenzie thing, you know. If you don't go watch it, you know, me never did that oppose and I make up the nice, you know. Right? Zine, me never oppose. Me say as long as I find somewhere suitable for the people, them go. As an option, me understand that the youth them need to go to school. We're not unreasonable. But if them now find somewhere suitable, if them put them on one place subjected to flooding, this is a nightmare all over again. Remember, say them the people are supposed to have PTSD, you know. Them not even want to see no shower or rain. They not even want breeze to blow too hard. It's like them live over Hurricane Melissa all over again. Remember one night me asleep, or me lay down and me rain start fall hard, and me say I want if I Melissa this again. Me not even live in that area them with them the people there. Me traumatized. So you can't imagine them the people there. So Desmond Mackenzie and Andrew Honest, we need to come down. I need to fix things. And you know what it is though? You know what is bad? The PMP should not, and I repeat, if the JLP is a caring government, I want you to listen to me carefully. If the JLP is a caring government, these decisions that they made would show and demonstrate the care that they have for the people. Care goes into detail. So yes, you're going to move them to a place at the ball field. You're going to check the history of the ball field. Is the ball field high enough from being unprone to flooding? You know what I mean? All these types of things you have to factor in. Flooding, brother? Oh God, man. Come on, man. You're not showing the care. You're not showing the real care for the people when they do that. And I mean, this government knows how to talk. But you see, when it comes to their action, they tell you that we are the best government, and then when you look, you don't see the best decisions being made, you don't see the best practices, you don't see transparency, you don't see good governance, all the things that would make them the best, you don't see it. Recently they tried to claim fiscal prudence and fiscal discipline again, and we're gonna go into that because this has to stop. If you let me, I say, but let's continue with what the man I say. I can't be with the whole thing of moving the people if they're not going to be in a safe space.
On housing would ensure that these residents are protected and supported instead of putting forward solutions that is an affront to the dignity of the people, because they have indicated that a tent should be pitched on the playfield so that it would house these residents, and the playfield is subject to flooding from time to time.
My God.
I would suggest to the government a three-pronged approach wherein they would find appropriate holding area for these residents. Second, they would look for those residents who have houses where they can effect repairs, and the government would provide building materials for them and get the JBF, their engineering corps, to assist these individuals with repairs to the houses. And third, where the residents have no houses, then the government would have to provide a more sustainable fix for them, because you don't want to leave these individuals without any form of shelter. A caring government must ensure that these citizens are protected.
Big up Mr. Floyd. Big up Mr. Floyd, Professor Floyd Morris, opposition spokesperson on housing. Right? We needed to hear that. And the government needs to hear it as well, apparently. You know, they it's like they don't get it, but hope the people and big up Dr. Dayton Campbell. Dr. Dayton Campbell said he will not stand for any pushing out of the people if they are not put in a humane situation. And I stand with him on that ground. You say he'll block it personally. And that's exactly what we need, you know? Now, before I go into these other things, let me just play this because... Let me just play this because, as I said about the fiscal prudence and discipline, this lie that they continue to spew in Parliament about them being fiscally prudent and disciplined, if they don't stop, what we're going to do is keep repeating the truth. You understand? If they don't stop telling the lie, we're going to keep repeating the truth. All right? Yeah, listen to this.
A lot of you have been inquiring about the fiscal rules. What are the fiscal rules? How did they come about? The fiscal rules are laws that are designed to ensure that Jamaica follows a path in its budgets that will result in the debt of the country being at a sustainable level. Jamaica had been suffering from a long period of time with very high levels of public debt, and that the need to service that debt had crowded out all sorts of other important expenditures on the development of the country. And the fiscal rules were implemented in their current form in or around 2013 to ensure that by March 2026, which was a deadline set in the law then, we'd have got our debt down to 60% of GDPs. GDP being the annual total output of the economy.
Listen
and
up.
The debt was supposed to get down to 60% of that figure by that date.
2026, yeah.
Very important, because as you apply those fiscal rules, it keeps government on a path where, building for the future, we will be able to make the necessary investments in our infrastructure, in our social services, in education and health, etc., which is what people want to see happen for the country to move forward. How did it come about? Really, it was the context of the IMF program at that time.
Wagwan.
And the desire to ensure that some of the mistakes that had happened in the past were corrected by putting into the law itself the need to run a necessary surplus each year to achieve that debt target. And I was the chairman of the legislation committee of cabinet at that time as Minister of Justice, and was very involved in the writing of the law as that was eventually enacted in the Financial Administration and Audit Act to implement the fiscal rules. There are provisions for, if there's a natural disaster, the suspension of the fiscal rules for a period of time with the permission of Parliament. And we had a suspension during the pandemic because of the massive hit that the economy took at that time as tourism and travel was shut down. And again, just this week, the Minister of Finance came and got the permission of Parliament to suspend the fiscal rules till March 2027, because of the impact of Hurricane Melissa, which, as we know, has devastated our economy. The rules do require that once the effect of that disaster is passed on the economy, or the period of suspension comes to an end, then the budgeting process has to get us back on track to get the debt down to 60% of GDP by the stipulated date. The date in the law now, since the pandemic, is March 31, 2028. But I believe that will have to be shifted back further because we know that the impact of Melissa is going to involve
extensive.
The government taking on some additional debt to
Not physical rules, fiscal, 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 finances, economy, money, fiscal rules.
finance the recovery. And it's going to take a while, longer than projected, to get to the 60% target. It's important to bear in mind that because the fiscal rules are written into the law, they're a guardrail that applies and binds any government. So in 2013, when we passed them into law, the PNP government, which lasted until 2016, had to abide by those fiscal rules, which we put into the law in 2013. And subsequently, the JLP government has had to abide by those rules as well. And a lot of the improvements that we've seen in terms of fiscal space and the reduced debt to GDP ratio and things that politicians like to take credit for are in fact really as a result of the fiscal rules being adhered to because the law requires it. And that's why there's such an important part of our overall economic architecture.
Him no want call Andrew name, but when me call Andrew name, Andrew Holness and him government continue to try to say this fiscal prudence and the fiscal space that is there and everything that is positive about the economy is because of them. It is a lie from the pits of hell. The fiscal rules written in law, which lawmakers have to, what do they have to do? They have to abide by the law because they are part of the legislative body of government. They cannot break the law of the fiscal rules. So it is automatic, even if they wanted to try, ladies and gentlemen. You notice that the Minister of Finance, as he said, had to come to Parliament to ask to ease off the burden of the fiscal rules for a period of time. Why? Good reason. Because we just got through one storm a while ago, so we're not gonna have the money for your payback. They carry down the debt to where we as fast as we would want it. You understand what I'm saying? So they have to relax those rules. That is by law, but they have to seek permission to do it. That tells you everything you need to know. It's not by their own discipline, ladies and gentlemen, why the fiscal discipline is where it's at. It's because it's law why they have to maintain the discipline. So me say Yankee Bless look like him not really understand. Or that they yard spelling. So you know say a fiscal. So what you say? Respectfully doesn't appreciate or endorse those approach. You don't like the fiscal rules? Well, me disagree with you, brother. The way your banking stay and borrowing, if you don't have discipline, what you're going to happen is you're going to plummet the country in immense levels of debt, which your children them to come is going to suffer. So we need the fiscal discipline. You feel what I deal with? We need it. It is very, very necessary. Because a man like Edward Siaga couldn't go and borrow money and say him forgot. You understand what I'm saying? He couldn't borrow the money and say him forget. The money would be automatically be paying back to where it's supposed to be going because of the fiscal rules on time, as a matter of fact. Because they want to get what's up, Paula? Because they want to get down the debt to 60% so now they can grow the economy. Why you think Mark Golding and the People's National Party was so they were so meticulous in their plans in terms of the elections and what they promised the people? Because they understood what would happen because of the fiscal rules. Andrew Holness should be growing the economy faster, We should be at least 5%. the 5 in 4 that they promised, we could have gotten there. But what is happening is great levels of corruption in Jamaica, so the money is not being focused in the area where it's supposed to. You understand? Janet, how you doing?
And ensuring that the country stays on a sustainable path going forward. So those are the fiscal rules, why they exist, and how they came about.
Very simple. Very simple.
A lot.
Very simple. You say, oh no sir, no man, nobody knows this. So people want to hear from what's your name again?
Chief Richard Curry Andrew Homeless.
It's Tikiana. Want to hear from it's Tikiana. It's Tikiana, big up yourself.
Why in a compound, so why in the cockpit country that uno decide say uno other man so uno need access to it. So chow Hurricane Melissa blow now. I know this I don't know so uno can't get no access to it. Uno run go down there, yes. Cause they're weak now. So the chief are gonna say, yes, we're glad for this and glad for that. So uno go get but uno get a surprise of uno life. And the surprise of uno life uno get uno never did like him. Alright, the man said, we chief say, me not gonna call him the man because we chief. We chief say, what you know now? Prime Minister, we will accept this, but we not going to accept that part there. And it's a big problem.
Understood the
Then if the chief say, alright, thanks for visiting us, thanks for no gratefulness. Give me the material then, whip on the ground, we do we work yourself. One bag of problem and one bag of nowhere else a Jamaica hurricane and listen to my shop. So, tell me something. Why uno other man and other bully and try to get out chief because uno want access to the cockpit country? Uno not gonna get it. Uno not gonna get it because to me dead left uno not gonna go pan in either. Uno not gonna get it. So anything we uno have up and down the sleeve, it not gonna work, you know. It not gonna work. And I don't know say me have it up because me did born there. Me not just get up and say I am in my road in the day. Me did born there. So me just sit down and I watch you know and say well now go on because of nothing. So Richard Curry not have nobody behind him. One of the things so they little idiot hungry maroon them. Wanna go down they go give one pass and sitting. We're ready to jump out and switch and make nice because they want one more paper. One of the things I him alone. So let me ask you something. Like how the chief said, he will accept the materials, but them on the ground will do them work. What's the problem? It shouldn't be a problem, you know, sir, oldness, and you little oppressor them, and you eat a bag of them, where you try to bully.
Yes.
No, not try to fight, you know.
Yes.
A long time, you know. No way at Jamaica, so nobody else in a Jamaica, no other community, no other parish would want the help of the JDA. Why are the upper the cockpit country, in the cockpit country, we not force it upon? Why not force it upon? We not go, the man said no, alright, we will accept this, but that part, we can do it ourselves. And that's a big problem. So, why in there so? Why in a cockpit country that any least opportunity, all if a disaster, we not try to go there first, we get access to there first, it's not gonna happen. And yes, you look at idiot dumb said maroon them. You never come out of place long time, but I just one thing I say about some man. You look at Judas. You never come out of place long time, just one thing I say about now car no band like me said to. You never get run out of village. You never come out.
My God.
You never come out.
My God.
Hey people, if we chief say, sir, we appreciate you for come. Some place still not see you yet. But you find way for go a compound.
Sure.
Some place still not see you yet.
Sure.
Some place still not get no help you.
Sure.
So why me not see and you offer the help to in the cockpit country to the maroons to us, right? And we chief say we will do this and that, but a problem. But we not see offer it to nobody else. Deploy the JDF all but because a lot of people in Jamaica here don't want fix. And listen up, if you feel like say you don't want but I give them the materials, you can't keep that too because people will help you up at that.
You think a joke?
Why in there so? Why in there so we are cause the problem? Anyway, stand firm and strong in the chief Curry. And you alone because we there too. We there too because they feel like so nobody know when I have no sense to come from in the bush there. But we there too. Remember say me there, yeah? So me I watch and see what I go on. If a 48 or 49 or 40 day or 49 we give them. And so I'm talk chief, put out one next statement. We don't like what I go on and we don't like the fact say. We don't like the fact say it's causing a problem that you reject an offer. Just we don't bother want nothing at all. Chief.
My Tikiana come out strong. It's Tikiana come out strong. All of the people make me relocate. My son kinda go on the crocus bag of things. Son I go on the crocus bag of things right now. It's Tikiana say it's Tikiana maroon. Me never know. Never know. Big up Miss It's Sticky Anna. You understand? Big her up. I never knew she was a maroon, you know. I had no idea Miss Sticky Anna was a maroon. I never know people.
Richard Curry, Andrew Holness.
Let me ask you something. Why in a compound so? Why in the Catholic country that on this side say on other man say on need access to it? So throw Hurricane Melissa blow now. I know this I don't know so on can't get access to it. On run good on the yes, cause they're weak now. So the chief are gonna say yes, we're glad for this and glad for that. So on go get but on get a surprise on no life.
Mighty
and the surprise on no life on get.
No, we are gonna go to you have to move fast enough, I don't know how much time we have. No, we are gonna go to I will go to the playlist. Yeah, see that evidence. Chief Curry responds, ladies and gentlemen. I am gonna go back to what the former chief said because we have to examine that. Andre definitely put that into perspective, yeah? So we're going to examine
First,
that.
this evening, Chief of Akampong, Richard Curry, has responded to the recent standoff between residents over the decision to reject a military presence in the
Karen,
maroon
what's
town.
up?
Chief Curry has also rejected claims of bias in how aid is being distributed and stressed that political forces are at play.
Here's Kalisha Williams with our report.
This is one of the videos being circulated on social media, a brawl between Maroons in a compound St. Elizabeth. It came after Colonel Richard Curry publicly rejected an offer by the Prime Minister to deploy the JDF to assist with rebuilding efforts in the area.
Richard Curry wanted to deliver
No, ladies and gentlemen, this lady say Richard Curry want the people them to live on a Chapalin. Let me ask the Jamaican people them something. How much people right now in a Westmoreland, St. Elizabeth and them place they live on a Chapalin right now? Just more to do and look at maths. When you compare the amount of people them in a Akongpong versus where they are Jamaica, is it even close? No. Don't answer that question there. It was rhetorical. No. You have millions of people in Jamaica. You have hundreds of thousands of people in a parish them will get affected. You understand what I deal with? People that live under umbrella. Zane and under tarpaulin. How comes Andrew Holness now focus film energy of the soldier them, these engineers, if you go in a them the place there, if you go build up back them people their house. Why they maroon them so important all of a sudden? Ladies and gentlemen, read between the lines. The election is coming up February. It is my opinion that this is a calculated move by the JLP and Andrew Holness to create a destabilization amongst the Maroons. Them little people are run up and down like a Judas and I run off their mouth. You don't see what go on? You don't see what? Yeah man, me know say screen black. And me turn off the camera. Sometimes I have to turn. See them, I never see Archangel write a message. See, I turn off the camera again. Probably somebody else write one next message. Someone now watch me and never talk yet, you know. Big up on yourself still. To subscribe. You understand? Welcome to the platform. All of the new subs them. Zine. So Richard Curry in a film stint as a leader for film government and film nation and film people and them lands, which them own. Let's get that categorically clear via treaty. Yes? And Andrew Holness government own that the land there. And them or the Maroon own that the land there. You hear that? Anyway. Cause all the little brother way, yo, all him, I tell you say thing bun me no man. Turn the light back on. Night is here in England. Marlon, you not going good, you know? Marlon, you not going good, brother. You not going good, man. I tell you straight. Man, say we turn on back the light. Look how them people are going. But Prime Minister, we don't need no light. Prime Minister, we don't need no light. When I eat that, all my people are real set out, you know. Maroon work, you know, Maroon pay tax too, you know. So why if the government what if JPS are run light up at the Maroon? You think JPS business whether a Maroon or Jamaican? JPS want them money. They don't pay light bill. They don't pay tax. The people them at the Maroon, they don't pay tax. They don't pay light bill. Look how much people are marooned by descendants. So what that have to do with the treaty? So UNO as a maroon, I tell the government to spite Richard Curry and the people in my maroon. These people we are talking is an enemy of the Maroons. Them are Judas. Them are Judas.
No water, no hospital, no passport to go America. There's nothing coming here.
You hear that? She tell the Prime Minister, say don't send no water, don't send no electricity, don't send no passport, don't send no visa, nothing coming here. Them are people are labor, right? Them are no Maroon. They switch allegiance. Them are no Maroon, them are labor, right? Them are corruption. No apology. Them know what it is to be a Maroon. They know what a Maroon represent. Maroon are the ultimate rebel against the system. If Maroons never fight for 80 of the year with the English, what they talking about? You better put some respect on the Maroon them name and come talk about government. Maroon are supposed to depend on no government, brother. On out order. On a loss.
The people went on to say that the Maroon chief has not been fair in his distribution of aid to the community. On Monday,
Propaganda. Jamaica, we are at a point now where nobody doesn't need to tell you what is the appropriate course of action in regards to what the government is doing. I'm telling you, you know, Andre said be prepared for what is to come. From last year, I have a hashtag in my description for my video them. Pray, repent, prepare, and educate. From last year. Pray, repent, prepare, and educate. From last year, I have had those hashtags. Even in my title, and some of my video them. Pray, repent, prepare, and educate. And then start all over again. Pray, repent, prepare, and educate. Start all over again. Pray, prepare, repent, prepare, and educate. Start all over again. We not Wagwan Asgol. We are in spiritual warfare right now. When you see Maroon or so-called Maroon coming out and speaking like this, Maroon don't even like media, bro. Maroon don't even like media, bro. Maroon supposed to be people that even like media. It's like, what kind of Maroon them? Son Judas Maroon them?
On Monday, Mr. Curry stressed that most of the people in the protest are being influenced by politics.
One does not want to see the face of politics, right? What we have been doing has been nothing but transparent in getting the need that is required to the communities that require it. Right? What we've been now doing is assiduously planning the recovery efforts for a compound. The January 6th celebrations is around the corner. There's also a lot of planning and work that has to go in that. People underestimate the level of time and work that it takes to put these things together.
And he's also doubling down on the Maroon Council's decision to reject the JDF's presence in the community.
You hear that?
There are a few who thought the response was saying we do not want any help. And that was not the message. That was not
communicated.
What was communicated. No. So again, look forward.
That is the narrative where nationwide and all of them are put out. Gigas and all of them. That's not what was said.
in an affirmative way that the council and the government will be working together to aid in the recovery process of a compound and adjoining Maroon district.
Dozens of Maroons are also standing with their chief.
Just through the handful of labor get up and a fight the man for what? For a reason.
Yeah, the elder say a handful of labor right a fight the chief. Are the labor right them? Them is a skirmish and a blurt not disease, some of them. In the land of democracy. And one thing when they have a legit grouse against a man, and it's the next thing when they tell a lie upon him, you know. Look how they campaign against Mark Golding. Lie said the man is not a Jamaican. And even when the man come prove it in front of the Prime Minister, the man changed the blouse and skirt ball game to say you're not a Jamaican even if you're born here. You don't see them are wicked. Yo, man,
for a reason.
Brother, the man is dangerous.
You can't come on in the town to fix it.
The man is dangerous, bro.
They want it.
Yeah, but
in them hand.
The picture what they are painting is like some different, like they are bringing politics into this. And it's not so. And most of people talk the other day. Their belly are full because they get water. I personally give some of them water, food.
You hear that? This a man is saying personally, as a man who I roll with the chief. And I go around and I give out here. The man say him personally give some of them a company camera, water and food. Them not hungry and them not thirsty. Me tell you, them are Judas, them are wicked. Them feel lift up. Them feel since as they want worship and Andrew so much, go and go come out of Maroon town and go live elsewhere. Make Andrew put on up, not on big house, on the hill. I want a bad man nobody, what does I say? I want to go on up there. See if he accept or not. Yeah, me that. I'm going to fight against the chief. I'm coming like a show.
First,
The response.
Labor get up and a fight the man for what? For a reason. You make a little money in the town to fix it all.
Me say the man them all a try for. Can them do it to me too, you know? Some little idiot labor right, you know. Them not come on my page regular because I don't really have no tolerance. Once I see them, they get black. I'm not afraid to stop my show and block them. Me, I am not like Andre Stevens. Me not tolerate them over here. You understand? So them a try to judge just because me have respect for Andre as a journalist and as an advocate. You understand? As an individual who care for the people and as a humanitarian. They must say me a fish and me gay. That's what the liberate them do, and them do the same thing to Chief Curry right now, and I spread propaganda, right? On TikTok about Andre and the chief and some one bag of foolish. Me and Andre talk about it. You see what I deal with? Oh, you don't see. No violation, but you don't see. Nobody can tie me up them the way there. Me by myself and me and my mother. You understand? Them can't do that. Even if them try, they would have been stupid for even try. You know one next thing where they attack me upon, say me obese. And in our work. You can't be girls them bubblegum if you only have one bone. You feel me I deal with? Yeah, the girls them bubblegum. Yeah, the girls them you think Andrew? Anyway, moving on. Just a little fun, ladies and gentlemen. We have to do the entertaining. Just calm down. All my Christian brothers and sisters, just calm down. Calm down. The men and man of God that's watching, calm down. Don't really get too uptight. You understand? Anyway, what I'm saying is this. They have tried these things. You understand? Yo, that one they given perfect for 6. Me get given perfect for jump out the bush. The first time I see given perfect at time. No, but this thing serious. Make a continue because I have one part by the one I really want to hear. I want to listen to this.
To fix it all, they want it in them hand.
The picture what they are painting is like some different, like they are bringing politics into this. And it's not so. And most of people talk the other day. Their belly are full because they get water. I personally give some of them water.
Sassy. Yes, Sassy. Yes, me know say you wanna go jump out that breeze. Me know say you wanna go jump out that breeze. Can me see you fly over there like a superwoman, you know. And I hover and I watch me, you know. Me know say you wanna slide out that breeze and come on the land. In the comment section. I think I never know. You think I never know? I set you up, you get a rat trap. Rat trap for you. Yo.
They get water. I personally give some of them water, food, parties, name it, everything that come.
We definitely against the soldiers them from coming here because no gunman in here.
The residents also stressed that they are not against the JDF, but they have enough workmen in the community who can help with the rebuilding, and many of them are now unemployed.
So if your work is here, we can have something to do. And Chief, right now, me have 2 kids that go to school right now, at Hampton.
Jesus.
And sometimes it's rough for me to get money to send them to school.
But how they are trade man? No. You know, for drink rum. Trash, you sit down and drink rum, you can lift 2 wood. All there, you can nail 2 zinc. Yeah.
Common sense, people. Carleen, what's up? The first time, I'm going to big up KK, you know. KK, thank you for the donation if you're watching. The word is love. Big up yourself. First birthday gift in that place. Mighty God. Big up KK, no man. KK, where you there? If you all listen, big up yourself, my darling. You understand? You look on KK and say, KK, boy, I propose, you try to propose to me. You try to get married. KK said, only if me never married already. It's alright, big up yourself. No, but seriously, in all honesty and all seriousness, thank you so much for the donation. Really appreciate it. People, you never know who's watching you, and you never know how much them really appreciate what you're doing until them really show you the appreciation. You feel me? I say, this month is my birthday, man, so call in. You don't know, you can link me on WhatsApp and, you know, me can just tell you what to do. If you want to send some love. You understand? Yeah, man. We have the PayPal and we have the Cash App and we have the Zelle, but we have a different option where me have to talk to you personally for sure. You see what I deal with? We can't talk about that over here, so. This space right here, okay? Alright, good. Yeah, man, so big up KK for the love. But to the point where the man them a make at the compound, seeing the maroon them. The man them have trade man up there. The man them have trade man in the and I expect it to be. So I said it on my live the other day. Doesn't the maroon them have trade man them up there? What I know about the maroon is that them resilient them have build them own a house. So why is it them need to carry the JCF to go help build house? Make the trade man them get the work. Give the man them need money and the man some have to go to school. Let me tell you something. I said the same thing about Westmoreland. The amount of trade man was supposed to be at Westmoreland. I had them and start go straight across the place to get damaged and build up back the people them house, put up back their roof and them something there. So them man they can get some income. So they can feed them family so they can go back into the economy and stay right there so instead of go overseas. I said that long time. So JCF want to go. Send how much man up there for go build house. Them man can't build house. Huh? Why feed them engineer need for the up there? Give the man them the material if you no really genuine. I could see what Andrew is going to do because you notice him not say nothing. Him quiet to them because him watch his space to see how people are respond. To see how him need to respond now. Remember say him same a chess player, you know. Them skill, you know. You understand me? I say worse when them know if you tell lie good. You have to watch them. And if you're not a chess player or you know that critical thinking, then we trick you. Watch what him going to come out with when him come out with it. Just listen and wait and watch. The word to the wise is sufficient. I not say nothing more about what him. Just watch and mark my words. You're not going to see the angle when he come with. Because Chief Curry tell him straight, say, you are 2 times now, you know? No military. Treaty there. What you do? We don't want a military, bro. You can't send your goods them and anything there if you choose to stay away. We don't have a problem with that. But given the health, the mental health of the people don't want to see no military in their place with no gun. You understand me? I did the man in the pan that. And then here Mr. Arbinil in the parliament. I want to listen to this there real quick.
In the meantime, the government has signaled its commitment to continue helping the people of the Maroon community recover from Hurricane Melissa. We have the details in this report.
Days after their compound chief's viral post rejecting JDF support, Commerce and Industry Minister Aubin Hill addressed the Senate.
Staff from Central Ministry conducted underground assessment to verify which businesses were positioned to resume operations and would benefit meaningfully from the support. The most recent assessment were done in a compound. I'll have a sip of water as I go.
The man drinking.
Thirst quenched. The
man take a drink after I say a compound. Only see the emphasis behind highlighting the compound and the assistance to the government say them a give. People pay attention to these details because they are not small details. You feel me? I pay close attention.
Minister explained a compound is among several St. Elizabeth communities that will continue to be prioritized. The area has several grocery shops that the state believes are critical to the people's survival and will therefore receive assistance.
Dr. Riley and his team went up there and assessed 25 businesses. Several wooden structures were completely destroyed, while concrete buildings suffered extensive roof damage. Some shops are partially operational but require continuous power. Minister Olivia Babs-Grange and myself will visit the compound when the installation team will visit again shortly to install those generators.
A partnership too with an entertainer and other charitable groups to return some normalcy to the small business owners' operations in the Maroon community.
The Sean Paul Kitchen I mentioned before, Chef Brian Lumley met with me, and they're going to look at providing utensils for some of the stalls that are and shops that are being restored.
The Prime Minister himself has said nothing since the Maroon Colonel publicly communicated the rejection. But this was Dr. Andrew Holness emphasizing unity during his tour of their compound community over a week ago.
The government of Jamaica respects the local efforts, the local government, and the local organizations of communities. That is the strength of Jamaica. That is what makes us strong. We will never be the same, everyone. We will have different perspectives. We will have different views. However, we are one Jamaica. We are one people. And nothing must divide us, especially in the face of a disaster. We must unite.
It remains to be seen if this latest disagreement will strain the already fragile relationship. Prince Moore, TVJ News.
So you are going this song. Alright, PDTV. PDTV. I believe it was.
You see?
You know, I hold about that one day. Nah, share that. So me can't find this thing. All right. Here we go.
So it's a very interesting time happening in their compound.
Very
interesting.
And the
nationwide manufactures this storyline with a few members of their compound to make them even make a story, Ishmael and Jamaica, that the lives of our compound members are under threat. So I want to know, is it genuinely help that the Prime Minister wanted to help their compound? Or is it what is in their compound that the Prime Minister wants to have total and full access to? And because the Prime Minister is not getting its way with the chief, the Prime Minister has now usurped his ally. He has now usurped his ally, Jamaica. And you are going to listen. I want you to critically listen today. And I want to ask BOJ TV, Current Spencer. I see Colonel Spencer interviewing all of these disgruntled members of the Accompong. So I want to know if Colonel Spencer is also on the pay list of Andrew Holness. Because I don't really trust BOJ TV, you know. Because I see they're pushing the agenda. So much of these disgruntled Maroons. But I don't see the agenda being pushed of the other Maroons who would want to talk their side of the story. So it is apparently BOJ TV got a contract to carry these narratives. And I want to know if Colonel Spencer is on the books of Andrew Holness. So the unbalanced bias reporting of this story makes me question Jamaica. I want you to hear the former colonel, the one who will be challenging Chief Richard Curry. I want you all to hear.
No, ladies and gentlemen. I have no issues with BOJ TV, really. I don't. All I say is this. After, so where did they know? Where did they or whatever? Where do you want me to take already? You know, say in there. All right, my people. So BOJ, don't make them set up here. Me just gonna say that. Don't make them set you up, my general. I don't know if you're innocent or what. I don't accuse you or nothing. But be wise. Don't make them set you up. That look more like, you know. Don't make them set you up, my general. Do not let the labor right them set you up. If your intention is to stay neutral, because I see you have JLP conference with them pay you for your business, man. You do what you do. But don't make them set you up, my general. Don't make BOJ, don't make them set you up. In a Jesus name, don't make them set you up, bossy. Because me not accuse you or nothing, but I hear thing you think first company. And now it look like say them look with the people over there. I set them and set up the chief. And it look like them get paid for do it too. Every report will come out of Kongpong right now. And that is what it appears to be. You see what I say? So, my generally channel up, don't make them tear down your reputation of your channel, my boss. Read the room. Read the room. You understand? The devil fall imminent, you know. The devil might look like say the devil is just unstoppable until the general of all generals pull up, which is God Almighty. Feel me I deal with? So don't make them intimidate you. None of them something there. Althea said the people need tents and food and water. Yeah, but there's man Mackenzie ready to push out the people out of Petersville High School and put them on bar ground, and the bar ground prone to flooding. That not sexy. That not sound good none at all. But back to this. Make we listen to this so-called farmer chief. We can't believe this man was a chief of the Maroons. You know when you're spoiled with good standard, because when you see Chief Courier operator, you see us, alright, this man ready. You feel me I deal with? This man is ready. Yeah, you know, everything. This man is ready. Right? Let's continue.
To hear him in this interview with Colonel Spencer. Listen to this today, Jamaica.
My name is Aaron Williams. I'm the former colonel of a Accompong. I have been quiet for over 4 years now. I watch the present management. I don't know if I should say colonel because he says he's not a colonel, he's a chief or king. Because you have persons from Africa come and crown him king. And that.
So what if persons from Africa crown him king? What that have to do with anything? They can crown him all whatever they want. They can crown him all lizard if they want. What that have to do with this situation? So you see, right there and then, this man is trying to paint a picture, ladies and gentlemen. He's trying to paint a negative narrative about the chief, because now him don't know if you call him chief. You know, where him call him is such a issue, and people calling him king. People calling him king is an issue too. Right? Why is that an issue? That's juvenile. That's not even an issue. But let's continue.
The people should bow to him and call him king.
So you hear that? That's what him is saying now. So the people them should bow to him and call him king. I have never heard the chief Curry have that posture where he wants anybody to bow. The man is a humble virgin. I have never heard, this man is a wicked liar. I have never seen, observed, heard of Chief Curry having that type of posture. The man is a diplomat. You understand? The man is a leader, a true leader of his people. He's not a man that exhibits anger. He's very composed, unlike Andrew Honest. Where him not afraid of nobody. And a 2-2 and a war. I've never heard Chief Curry have those types of stance yet. Never. Not even one time. Show me the clip. Show me the clip of that.
Queen. They have some names, but I will not go into.
So the man, he went into it, then saying that he will not go into it. He just mentioned all the things he mentioned, but then said, this man is a 2-mouth, 3-mouth, Miggleton cutlass. Him a chop all over the place. Him not steady. Him argument not cogent. He not clear.
Because I know it's Colonel Parakampong, not Chief, not King, Colonel Para.
So because him is obsessed over one name in a Jesus. Yo, a people like them in a whole back society, you know. This man is obsessed over a name. He is jealous of the respect that Chief Curry gets. And the fact that the people them accept him as chief and them call him that. That is it, you know. It's jealousy, this, you know, ladies and gentlemen. Pride and jealousy. Listen to this.
Over a period of years, I would say to Richard Curry, sure.
So how comes you not call him Colonel Richard Curry? No respect. Since as a colonel, why you never call him Colonel Richard Curry? You don't respect his position. Because you're jealous of his position. Because he beat you. Ain't it sad? This is all about pride in the people. Sell out. Real Judas. And he might go further in time. Judas behavior. Listen to this.
What achievement he has gotten for the people in the campus, separate and apart from taking the government to court.
The man said, what achievement has Richard Curry had on a compound separate from taking the government to court? Huh? Is that even a legit question, bro? Stop it. Stop it. Just stop it.
For land which does not belong to us.
Yeah, the man say, this a man at Judas. The man say the Akongpong people, the maroon them, I go to court for land that do not belong to them. What a piece of dangerous. Hey, this a man bigger than Judas. Let's go find our next name. What can go so? Mighty God. No, sir. Mister, when me hear this, I was like, what? Did he just say that?
Which does not belong to us. The people on both sides. Yes, we have the Govt belong
The man said the land don't belong to us, and then you say, yes, the cockpit belongs to us. Yo, that really a confusion.
People on both sides. Yes, we have the cockpit belongs to us, but the cockpit country where mining is taking place does not belong to the Maroon.
The man said the cockpit country where the mining them take place don't belong to the Maroon. This a man I want Jezebel, I want Judas in a one. Mighty God. No, sir. Jamaica people. Yo. Them are people, yeah? Them are people are ultimate snake. Them people that will sell out a whole generation just to their own personal gain. Wow.
It's taking place. It does not belong to the Maroon. It does not belong to the Maroon. Separate and apart. As I said before, what he has achieved over the 4 years period. I am certain I can show you at hell what he has not done. Or the bad he has done. He has not done anything good for the people, separate and apart from.
The man said the man do no good for people.
Taking political lines. Looking out and talking about the jail, yes, and at the same time, open arms, protecting the PNP. For instance, I heard him say that he is inviting the opposition leader, Bolo, to come to Ampong and stay whatever time he gets in the same breath saying that he does not want the Prime Minister to come to Ampong.
When did Chief Curry say he didn't want the Prime Minister to come to their compound? What a man lie. Have you guys ever heard Chief Curry say him don't want the Prime Minister to come to a compound? Chief Curry has always embraced peaceful dialogue and respectful dialogue. Doing what I deal with. Exactly what him did do, but Chief Curry not do nothing. Chief Curry has always embraced peaceful and respectful dialogue. Andrew Honest is the bully. There's no two ways about it. Him bully people. Him say police go bully people on behalf of him, whether him tell them to do it or not. Because I want bro God and them worship him. Hey man, I'm telling you something, man. Them a thing, you have to mark down them people, you know. Yeah man, you see me? Me not wish nothing. Me not wish him no harm or nothing. But you see people like him, me don't want them nowhere near me. They can't give me one glass of water for drink if me are dead for thirst. Because me I think poison in there. Them are people like Judas and Jezebel, brother. When Richard Curry ever said that?
The opposition leader, Bolo, to come to Ampong and stay whatever time he gets in the same breath saying that he does not want the Prime Minister to come to Ampong.
You man lie.
Come to Ampong and stay whatever time he gets in the same breath saying that he does not want the Prime Minister to come to Ampong. We have soldiers. When Richard said that he don't want soldiers up there, what would he?
The man never said he don't want soldiers up there. The man said he don't want those specific soldiers where Andrew has sent up there to come do no work on no house. Here you see what I do? And even the General Anu, right? Mr. Anu, I think he was the second for Chief Curry, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. But him up there in terms of the hierarchy of the government of the Maroons. Anuel, right? He came on Andre and he talked about soldiers that are from the Maroon town. Them live there, them come from there, them are Maroon, but them are soldiers same way. And they come home and they go to work. So how comes the man go say this now? Look how the man lie.
Oh, minister. To come to a camp. We have soldiers. When Richard said that he don't want soldiers up here, what would he do with over maybe 15 soldiers and going to camp? Am I to understand that they can't come there? And if you're talking about guns, let me tell you something.
Wait.
Play it, man.
You heard that, Jamaica?
Yeah, more guns. Well, I won't go further because...
Wait.
Play the gun part.
You heard that, Jamaica?
No, play
yeah, more guns. Well, I won't go further because I will not be an informer. I have never been.
No, if there is guns in Maroon Town, him saying him not being an informer is an informer. This man is a two-edged, double, flipper, flapper, traitor, snitch, liar. You can't trust nothing what him say. Not even one word. Him not have no credibility. A man say him nah go be a snitch while being a snitch, you know. A man like this how the police them pay for tell lie upon somebody. If lock them up in a jail. Go in a court and swear upon the Bible. Only because God not strike down people when they swear upon the Bible when they tell lie. You see, if God will not strike down people same time, they won't swear upon the Bible. If God was like me, you see. If God was like me. If God was like man. Enough of them where I see I swear down upon the Bible. I true God no rule them way there. God no rule them way there. You understand? And you have to invite God in and accept God. God don't force himself upon you, although he will continue to knock on the door. I say, son, daughter, you know what I love you? Come into my arms and I will protect you. And continue, I'm going to knock on your door because I love. You see me? But God now go do like me now. And as soon as I go upon the Bible and say I swear, I mean when say a lie, I tell one lightning in your blouse and skirt. Hush! You see the cartoon there when you see him turn black and the ear go so? Yeah, man. Still alive, you know. But excruciating pain. True. And some would I do them. Some would I do them. I don't tell them no lie. I would I do them like that. Them two terrible, man. Let's continue. Let's be clear with Andrea. Andrea, deal with him case.
Cannot. But what I will do and continue to do is stand up for the rights of the Campo people. Not only a Campo, all Maroons. I pledge to fight for the rights of all Maroons. Be it labor right or PNP. Because when it comes to Maroon, we don't have any outside politics. We deal with inside politics.
So how comes you deal with inside politics but you're gone upon the media and talk about the situation upon the outside? Contradiction. Why them call BOJ TV up there? If you come film them a protest, if a inside politics you not deal with. Why the people them where protest are called Andrew for come take water and light from the Maroon them and take visa and take passport? Since as an internal politics you not deal with. It look like your supporters them are deal with external politics, and now I see why. Because you are dealing with the external politics yourself. You're the example that they're following. Not true?
No problem. If you're baby, no problem. In fact, when I was colonel, we have 15 council members. And 8 was PNP and 7 JLP. Okay, I am a supporter of the Jamaica Labour Party.
Whoa. So, hold on there. Now this someone that going to make we know him is a supporter of the Jamaica Labour Party. Him going to make we know that, you know. So everything when say, you just rub it out, right out. We know where this come from. Election a come up. In a February for the Maroon them. Andrew Ones him a back, so Andrew Ones a back him. Straight up. Chief Curry, and everybody knows that Andrew don't like Chief Curry. Because Chief Curry stood up to him, right? Strongly. With an understanding of the law and the treaty. And Chief Curry has been fighting the battle on many different fronts to keep the sovereignty of the Maroons intact. And Andrew Honest don't like it. Him cannot bully Chief Curry. So right now, them are trying one new method. Yes, you see, I came with gifts and he refused it. And that's the narrative I push out, you know. And then Vegas a chat about, oh, this look like a militia. Vegas. I thought about this look like a militia. I don't watch these people, you know. You understand what I say? I don't watch them. You see, I see my brother Andre, I talk about coordinated how the JLP flag of them coordinated in lies, you know. I mean, understand what I say in terms of we coordinating in truth. You feel what I say? But the way I look upon it, I don't really see that happen. I don't really see that happening. You feel what I deal with? I don't really see that happening. I don't really see everybody speaking on the same thing. I think the authentic media should be just that. I don't think it should be scripted, because then you won't be able to recognize as a person what is real, what is scripted versus what is authentic. Because when you see with the labor at them, everybody has said the same thing in a different way, just like what Andre said. I'm not lying, I tell. Them said the most ridiculous. That's why I'm going to listen to them, you know. I'm at the point where I'm saying, people, you have to understand that this is foolishness. You cannot, there's no way you just got tricked by these people. And then the next thing is, when you hear George Wright say in our audio that he was caught and not knowing that the mic was still on, it's called a hot mic moment, that, oh, we can lie if bro got to. You're not supposed to listen to his station after that, you know. When you hear a journalist say he will lie for the Prime Minister too, forget a point across, brother, just stop listening to them. You can't say a lie, the tape out there. And we did do a video about it too. It's on record. Him never knows the mic on, him thinks that them the gun pan break. And he must say, oh, they must spread all these lies. PMP has spread all these lies. We can't spread lies for bro God too. And you want journalists? And you're supposed to be held at some standard of journalism, and you just admit it, say you will come out and tell lie for your political party. Me never yet come out as a, nobody can say Bolo link with no PMP if you say, yo, me a part of an organization. Me will stay in the wilderness, right here so, from Bolo VNR. Me are going to my authentic, true opinion on what is happening. You will never be scripted. Lucy Wagwan. You understand? I will never be scripted. No, I'm not doing it. You see me? The only thing we link Andre and we say, yo, what you think me can do? For like improve the brand and then type away there. And we can link Andre upon that anytime. Big up Andre Stevens. But you see the scripted thing, and we say, yo, we all me feel like say it needs to be authentic. We see what I go on with George Williams. Everybody needs to keep George Williams as an agenda. Nobody not supposed to tell you that. We need justice. If George Williams can't get justice, nobody in Jamaica now get justice. Because George Williams is a part of the disabled community. He means special needs. And the man locked up in a prison for 50 years. You don't need glasses for tell us say, well, we need to come together upon that. When we are protest, that we always depend on the placard, justice for George Williams. Because we have a wicked and caring government, right? We want to care to repel the actual ruling by the judge for 120 million. Them are going like say them don't want to pay the people them the money. So them gone now, but they can't go. At 6 million, they want to give people them for man spend 50 years in a prison, you know. Jamaica, if we don't rise up against that, man. Everybody's supposed to rise up against that. You can imagine if it happened to you or your mother. The man's mother died of a broken heart. Our son in a prison and she never get, she try, and she never get him out. Jamaica coming like one abused female in our relationship. We have Stockholm syndrome. Want to start make excuses for an abuser. The man a beat you and them a beat you and them a beat you. Man must all broke on the neck. Zine, I want to make excuses for you. And then I talk about, oh, he's a good man. But he's a good man. He's a wicked. Want to come like one abused female in our relationship. We have Stockholm syndrome. You know what is Stockholm syndrome? Go look up what is Stockholm syndrome. When you get abused so much, you start to make excuses for your abuser. You know who they have Stockholm syndrome to? The house slave them. Slave master couldn't do nothing wrong. You know who turned the enemy? The slave them when I rebel for freedom to the house slave them. They had chronic Stockholm syndrome illness. The abuser became the best thing since sliced bread. And that happened to no found Jamaican. We're out there. See someone drop off a while ago. Yes, I own me attack. Matthew, what you deal with? Have to stop, man. It's gotta stop.
The Jamaica Labour Party, just like how Richard openly.
Old slave. You're the old slave. You're the old slave.
What I don't know is that the Jamaica and 7 jail bill. Okay, I am a supporter of the Jamaica Labour Party, just like how Richard openly come out now and say he is supporting the PNP.
I have never heard Richard Curry. I have never heard Richard Curry come out and say, I am publicly supporting the PNP. Never. When the situation was going on with the Maroons, and Andrew sent the 100 and odd soldier them up there in a bus, how much bus and van and truck. You don't remember when I have short-term memory? You don't remember the situation where they board them up there? And how much quick step he placed them, how much soldier him sent up there? Right? And run up in the Maroon them area. You don't remember? Come like, and this a man I talk about saying him when a colonel and him support Jamaica Labour Party when they do that. And him say him is for the people of the Maroons. The Maroon they need to reject him and run him away. The people they need to reject him and run him away. Ban him. From ever being no part. And then nobody when I'm seed can run for no politics up there neither. They need to ban him. The man I want Judas. Unbelievable. Then forget. Did he forget what Andrew Honest did? 100 and odd soldier up a quick step. Who do you remember? And the people them up there stay so. Because when the chief say relax, the people relax. You need to remember who is the Maroons, you know. The Maroon them fight for 81 years. 81 years against the English. You think it take boy or girl for that? It take man and woman for that. It's serious. To fight for 81 years for them freedom. No giving up. Somehow you not even want to go protest. Or you don't see either thing going on in our country. You spoil with freedom. I know if freedom I get taken back, I don't want to fight feet. Somehow don't even realize what happened. Someone just blind because you're politically blind. When bro God can't do nothing wrong. Sorry for you, that me I tell you no. I'm sorry for you for you, know. Sorry for you, man. I'm not joke. Fully sorry for you. But you're not going to feel. You're not going to feel.
come out now and say he's supporting the PNP. What I do know is that whoever is the colonel supposed to dialogue with whoever is in power, be it JLP or PNP.
So hold on there. Chief Curry no dialogue with Andrew. That brother our real Judas now. You know how long? Hey Sean. That brother our real Judas now. You know how long Chief Curry write Andrew Holness and I seek an audience with him in terms of the situation where they go on down there. And when it comes to constitutional reform, did Andrew Holness sit with Chief Curry? Him never sit with him. So Chief Curry has always been the one that has been reaching out. And the government has been rejecting Chief Curry. And now all of a sudden they want to come run up because they see an opportunity to run in at the place. Chief Curry, you are wise, my brother. Do not let in the Trojan horse into your community. No matter what some idiot Judas Maroon have to say. Do not do it. Do not do it. All these years when Chief Curry reach out to the government and Andrew Holness reject him and do same thing with Mark Golding. Mark Golding link him, 10 them no answer him and them say them are unite. Right? And him have all type of excuse to tell you why him no link with the chief and why him come chat but oh there's only one Jamaica. No. You have a Maroon them and you have a Jamaica. In case you never know. Go read the treaty. If you want to break the treaty, it means war. That's the meaning. No? If you break the treaty, because it's a peace treaty, if you break the treaty, it means war. Does Andrew Holness want to start a war against the Maroons? That is the question. That is the question.
This is the definition.
That is the question, ladies and gentlemen. Does Andrew Holness want to start a war with the Maroons? All they have to do is look upon them actions. The PNP sat with the Maroons and let them know, listen, we understand your plight, we understand the history, and we are going to facilitate you in our, what is something them call it? The manifesto. The Maroons was highly considered in the manifesto. So that's why Chief Curry said, I am not political. But I'm here because at that point of that situation with Andrew Holness and him, the man said, what you expect me to do? One side I try to put me down, and the next one I try to uplift me. It's not about politics, it's what it's about, it's the best agenda for his people. So if Mark Golding has the best offer for his people, he's going to go with Mark Golding. And that is just simple blurt not logic. It have nothing to do with him a want PNP or him a support PNP. No, the PNP a support him and him people. That is the difference. In a genuine way, not in a way, in a skullduggery way. In a genuine way, in a respectful way. The PNP a support the chief. That's why him go to the conference, the PNP conference last year. I made an appearance. Go and, you know, me need to find back that speech there. I make on hear what the chief say. I go find it back. I go find it back.
Honorable Portia Sims Miller as the Prime Minister to a compound. And after that, I invited Dr. Andrew Holness as Prime Minister to a compound. And we all should live and work in harmony and work with the government of Jamaica.
Where is the disharmony between coming from Chief Curry? There's no disharmony. One thing the man say, we don't want a soldier in the place. We don't want a soldier in the place. Alright, so we can delete this person because this person is an idiot and they not have no sense. Mark Golding was never the Prime Minister of Jamaica. So therefore, he does not have the power to do many things for Jamaica. But you know what? Even when he was not in power as a Prime Minister, Mark Golding has done a lot for Jamaica. Since as you want me to talk about it, let me talk about it. I wasn't going to talk about Mark Golding and what he did for Jamaica today. But since you lied in your comments, I am going to talk about it so people can be educated. a spliff. You know that it was a criminal offense to have a spliff, and you know that they get locked up and you can't get a visa because of a spliff. You know you couldn't get certain job because now you're a criminal because of a spliff. Who make sure so that the law they get dash way? All of the weed smoker them, Mark Jefferson Golding. So Mark Jefferson Golding has done a lot for Jamaica and Jamaicans directly through removing that law where you can carry up to 2 ounces of weed legally. Police can't lock you up for your spliff again because of Mark Jefferson Golding and the Portia Simpson Miller. So the lie where you just telling in the comment section gave me an opportunity to educate somebody that did not know one of the many things that Mark Golding has done for this country. The fiscal prudence and fiscal discipline that Jamaica enjoys right now. Mark Golding was integral, right, in crafting that law into legislation. He was a part of the team at the time, a very instrumental part of the team at the time. So Mark Golding has affected our economy in a positive way. Even before becoming Prime Minister, he's not even the Prime Minister yet. So imagine when he becomes the Prime Minister, what more integral things and important things he will do that will affect the lives of every single Jamaican. Because the fiscal discipline and prudence affects every Jamaican. The debt going down, it allows us to now get fiscal space so we can expand in terms of growth of the economy. Growth of the economy means every single Jamaican will be able to earn more and have a better quality of life. So Mark Golding has done a lot for Jamaica behind the scenes. It's just that now he's going for Prime Minister to be at the front, not behind the scenes anymore. So imagine how much him do already behind the scenes. Can you imagine what he's going to do at the front? Thank you for that foolish comment. It gave me a chance to educate the people. Zine, that did not know. That's what they call turning apples into lemon into lemonade. With that sour comment of yours. Halda New Cole say, okay, so you're one of them. Goodbye. Have a nice day. Somehow, on the problem, I'm going to live to see Mark Golding be the Prime Minister because when the disaster come, yeah, judgment. But for those that pass through that, yeah, you will not have that same energy. What God say and God declare, it have to go. You can't stop Mark Golding from becoming Prime Minister of Jamaica. All when you say it will never happen, you can't stop it. You remember good. And big up Mr. Paul Buchanan. Oh, we're going to get into that as well. Big up Mr. Paul Buchanan. Huh? Yo, the lawyer said, we're going to the appeal court if necessary. We're going to the Privy Council if necessary. Wagwan Splash Digi, big up yourself, my Jenna. Yo, you need to change your name, my dog. That skit something there, mash me. More time I can't remember say you know.
If you have money and work with the government of Jamaica. Yes, I do agree that we are sovereignty, but does that mean that we can break the laws of Jamaica? No.
The man said he agrees that they are sovereignty, but does that mean we can break the laws of Jamaica? Who the hell said that Chief Curry is endorsing the Maroons to break the laws of Jamaica? And what law is he breaking to tell the Prime Minister, say, we don't need the soldier them. I don't sanction it. They should not be there. What law is he breaking? What law? Where they? You know what sovereignty means? That be there need because him and a Judas, brother. The former Maroon colonel. Him a Judas. He must sell out him and house slave them. Straight. Me no know no Maroon. You know, hey, me tell you say, hey. Nanny a turn in her grave if you see them a sitting there, brother. Him look, you see all Nanny's spirit no come box him down, you know. If you chat them sitting there, you know. But the lands are not owned by the Maroons and that part. And I talk about guns they up there. And no, you know, me not gonna talk about that. And I'm not a snitch, but you're a snitch. I'm not saying no guns, I'm just saying, he must say him a snitch while snitching. I think him snitching. Brother, I was so disappointed to hear this man. I think this man was sensible. The man I just want total sellout.
But does that mean that we can break the laws of Jamaica? No. Because the laws of Jamaica super exceed our sovereignty.
The laws of Jamaica super exceed their sovereignty. You know, so that brother is sick in the head. Me convinced him delusional. Him is delusional. If there's a law that attacks the sovereignty of the Maroons, it does not super exceed their sovereignty. No law can super exceed the actual treaty. Do they understand what a treaty is? They understand what a treaty is? Hey, yo, they ready to sit in the area, man.
Let's as one professor rightly say, if we are cut off from a compound, from Jamaica, how do we get in?
You know what?
How do we get in? How do we leave? We still
call him for me now.
Dependent on the government of Jamaica or whatever needs we want. Be it PNP or JLP. Right? In fact, in Jamaica is not even independent of British rule yet. We still depend on them for a lot of things. But just for Jamaica, for a kampong, where would we get, as the person said, electricity? How would we can survive without Jamaica? And I would want this to stick in Richard Curry head.
Jamaica.
Go on.
This is the man who says he wants to replace Chief Richard Curry as Colonel of the Akompo.
Yeah.
And all I can say to Ferron Williams, or whatsoever his name is, blind Bartimaeus cannot lead the people. And I know Ferron, or whatsoever your name is, you are in no league of Richard Curry. And you're already Maroon people are in problem when you say the lands are not the Akompong lands. So already you get the line that Andrew Holness wants to hear. So once you go in the Akompong, people's lands are all gone.
Gone.
And when we check your bank account, when we would have checked your bank account,
borrowed,
you would be probably not 28 but 48 bank account richer. Because you come from the cloth of Andrew Holness and that's the cloth of dishonesty. What can go so? The very fact that you said the lands are not Maroon lands.
Well, we're going to come back to our favor though. Our favor do in a parliament. Our favor does do in a parliament. How come I not see favor? How are you going there, sir?
Put in writing.
How are you going there, sir? When me say Favor Williams embarrass herself, hold on the people. See what I go on.
Items that increase. So that's why I'm asking the question. If she's unable, she referred.
I answered the questions that we came, the supplementary estimate.
The signal no good on a blood clot. From then I told me I should
Finance Minister, I would invite both of the ministers to come in. I don't think it hurts. So Minister of Finance, unless you have an objection, what they could do, just get some additional chairs and place them with you so that you can move into closing out immediately after the questions are placed to education and OPM that you may not have been able to address in a fulsome way. It shouldn't happen. It shouldn't happen. But the Minister of Finance would need to substantially make available the responses. You would normally put in writing, Member Montague, you know, some questions if you're not able to respond, but substantially the minister would have needed to respond to most of the questions.
Parliament mash up.
Make a link for you, man.
Tamara Wagwan. You alright? People, this don't look good.
So can I...
Did you satisfy yourself before awarding the loan whether or not there was an extension, and as well as that whether that extension allowed JPS to possibly acquire the additional sums?
Adi, Wagwan. Favor can answer a question in a parliament. Hey, we know so this is not happening still, you know. This is not surprising to me. It truly isn't. Because I'm a hide her a long time. She incompetent bad. I enjoy finance minister and then for just make you answer all that question them. Because Favor that puppet. Favor already. Watch that. I know they can't answer a question, you know. Mighty God. Oh, we're going to be transparent if you can't answer a question about the money where you spend. And the contract them where you get and the loan them where you get to JPS. Everything.
So
we're going to be transparent.
What we've concerned ourselves with is the 150 that is needed for restoration. But just to say that the electric, the 150 was not linked to any. No,
this is embarrassing. May have got to deal with this one next live stream. This is embarrassing. May have got to deal with that one next live stream. No, sir. That bad. That bad Favor. We are dealing with Chief Curry right now. I want to go up on Maroon and them something.
The very fact that you don't understand Maroon law and Maroon treaty and Maroon lands shows that you are not ready for leadership.
Exactly.
Farron Williams. When Chief Richard Curry got the accounts that were at the NCB at Santa Cruz, you want to tell Jamaica how much of money were in the accounts before you took it? And when Chief Richard Curry got it, what you left in the bank account of the foundation? You want to go down there, Farron Williams? You said Chief Richard Curry has achieved nothing for the people of their compound. What happened to the water project?
Yes.
What happened to the schools and the infrastructure that were built? What do you mean by Chief Richard Curry achieved nothing for the people of
Andrew don't build a school. Andrew don't build a school for the inner power 10 years now. Not even one school. Chief Curry had the better for your compound than Andrew had for Jamaica. Might have sound away about facts. Given the different realities and the actual resources that Andrew have versus the ones that Chief Curry have. If you was to give Chief Curry those resources and tell him to run Jamaica, I guarantee you the people them would be in a better place. Why do I say that? Look on the water, something that when them get what they are. Up there with the atmospheric water machine, that was a donation. If Chief Curry had the money, these communities will have water issues. You think the Chief Curry wouldn't fix that already? Look on the lady who goes to Babs and come from Barbados and fix the water issue and get water from the ocean. How much gallons, thousands of gallons of water in a 1 hour? Free! Not water where you pay for. Free! You can come full up your drum them. Fresh water, clean water, uncontaminated water. Water where you can drink and bathe, cook with everything. One lady from Barbados can put that in for people them down the west side so they can get water. And the government stays so Babs for years. And I be a truck them I send and I sell people water. Be a truck figure full up jump. Want to get in a machine like that, an atmospheric machine like that. Several of them. And put them in the places them where at high atmospheric levels. Where it go harder for you like pump water too. That never occurred to them. But how much you come from tanks? That never occurred to the government. All this new age technology out there. All that the company then could have approached them and buy all one portion of them and then give them a discount. Like the man them a soldier, bro. The man them a humanitarian. See the man them give Chief Curry one free one day. And say, yo, all this. If the government they approach them, what you think could happen? The man them don't really want to solve the problems of the people. They want the people them to stay in a problem because once them in a problem, them can't stay in a government. The people them don't have no problem, they don't need the government. Let me say that slow phone. The government needs you to depend on them more. If you are independent, there's no need for the government. So them continue to perpetuate the same independence by not fixing things. So them can still be the government and have value. Them don't really care, bro, about uplifting the people. Them. There's whole heap of options that them have. With all of the money where them have whole heap of options that them can use to say, all right, we can fix some things for real. Them not serious about fixing shit. All the garbage situation in Jamaica. Yo, them can use garbage to make fuel, you know? You have a youth where use plastic and make fuel. I say it already. If Jamaica is serious, them link the youth there and say, yo, we want to get the technology right here so in Jamaica. We have a garbage problem. Set some legislation in place so people know so them have to go put plastics one place and put what they call it? That's not the terminology, not expendables. Biodegradables. Put biodegradables in a one bag and put plastic in the next. All them what go on, John? What go on? Jane, how you doing? Right? Yo, where say this idiot? Him did that before Chief Curry. Yeah man, him see a man. But we can't, hey, man, I tell you say sometimes we can't edit here, man. Yo, I have to come off the internet, you know. I just have to be frank. I really just have to be frank. The man is a sellout. The man is a house slave. In my opinion. Zine. The man, as I said, the man them could have go suburbs and deal with the thing one way, brother. But then can solve the people in problem for real. And that's some permanent solution me I talk about, you know. Remember, I said the atmospheric machine, you know. How much gallons of water it should out, you know. And the higher there and the more better atmosphere, you know. You understand? The better, you know. Yes, chat, be a foolishness, the man a chat. Be a foolishness. Him a chat. But we have some other things that I want to go upon. Zane. Patrick, where I deal with. May I tell you, say, a bossy slave them, man. Real bossy slave them, Jenna. I worst kind of slave them, you know. Them a slave when they want to get free and they want to hold back everybody else like a crab in a barrel. Worst type of slave them. You see me? And I hold it for them day in our world. Me say if Judas can sell out Jesus for 30 pieces of silver, you just look out. I hear eyeball here. A Jesus we are talking about, you know. And a man when know Jesus and see miracles of Jesus, sell out Jesus for 30 pieces of silver. Me and you not no luck, bro. Me and you can't trust people, brother. Me and you not have no luck. Because if they can't sell out Jesus, who they won't sell out? Me just want you to understand that Jesus raised people from the dead, you know. Walk on water, you know. And one man still sell him out, you know. Mankind are normal, brother. Mankind are normal, none at all. And that me I tell you, them not normal, none at all. I'm the most dangerous thing them on the planet. Apex predator. Mankind. Terrible, man. Terrible. But we go to let me just play this. Wagwan Sharon.
In the meantime, MP for Southeast St. Mary Christopher Brown says the fatal stabbing of the detainee adds to the number of concerns that need urgent attention at the Anota Bay police station. He said the lockup has been...
No, Sharon, I'm alive right now. Sharon Porter. I don't know if your granny watch me. All people watch me now. Big woman, you know? Yes. John, what I deal with? Andrew have to comply because he knows what will happen if he don't obey. Let me tell you something. I not offer him no excuse because at the end of the day we all have a choice. You got to obey God or you got to obey the devil. Are you going to obey God or are you going to obey the devil? That is what everything is boiling down to. Is either you got to obey God or you got to obey the devil. Where you choose? Where you choose? He had a choice. D&I Canada. He had a choice. He had a choice. So now he have to live within choice. Because the time I go come with Andrew, I go look for a prophet for pray for him. And ask God for forgiveness. And them the days they done, it's too late. What in there? Yes, yeah, she sound like one grade 2 pitney. She sound sadly, but anyway. Listen to Christopher Brown here.
He said the lockup has been dangerously overcrowded, built to accommodate 12 persons, but up to 50 people are sometimes in the space.
These conditions are unsafe, unsanitary, and unacceptable. They create an environment where violence is more likely to occur and where neither detainees nor police officers can operate safely or humanely. In light of this incident, I'm calling for urgent action to address the severe overcrowding at the Anota Bay lockup, including immediate relief measures and a review of how individuals are being housed.
In the meantime...
So you hear that? Anota Bay overcrowded with prisoners. The Anota Bay facility, police facility. I mean, why Jamaica really need a total makeover, total reform. Just do away with this government and these people. You understand what I deal with? Just do away with them. Yeah, I know. Where are you? Talking to the streets to remove Andrew. Speak for the West, if not done. When are you talking to the streets to remove Andrew, huh? What you talking to me about that now for? Huh? Oh, it's up when I come now? I think you buy for me. Eh? What you say? Shan is a parent, you know, so she can broke. And them broke. Parents, them broke. Pitney broke them. When you hear them say them broke for you. Rough. Anyway, we are going to go to the lawyer of the inmate them in Jamaica. May I tell you, say, we need a constant, we need a serious reform, right? We need a change. And God are the only entity we can bring the change. But we're going to talk about this now. Again, so the lawyer officially came out on TVJ. Listen to this for Paul Buchanan. And he, didn't mix his words.
Shocking. That's how the attorney representing the PNP's Paul Buchanan has reacted to the Supreme Court ruling, which dismissed attempts to overturn the election result for West Central St. Andrew. The Supreme Court refused an application for judicial review by Mr. Buchanan, arguing, among other things, that the application was not arguable. But Mr. Buchanan's legal team doesn't agree with the ruling and is already planning to appeal.
We are extremely shocked to see the way this matter has been dealt with.
My God.
Attorney at law Hugh Wildman on the Supreme Court ruling involving his client, the PNP's Paul Buchanan. Mr. Buchanan lost the West Central St. Andrews seat to Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness in the September 3 general election.
Calm down, no, man.
Mr. Buchanan's legal team insists...
People, when me turn off the camera, just calm down, man. I mean turn off the camera on purpose. Just listen to the news.
There were several breaches, but in September, the constituted authority refused an application to void the poll results. The matter was then taken to the Supreme Court. In Monday's ruling, Justice Sonia Wint Blair said the court could not extend the time set down in laws governing elections. But for Mr. Wildman...
Nobody's asking the court to do that. The law is clear. Time does not run against a nullity. If something is a nullity, it means that it never occurred. It is void ab initio. So if the matter progressed as we had hoped it to progress to the election trial and to void it, and they made that announcement that the election is void, then time starts to run from that time. So I don't understand how the court could have come to this conclusion.
The ruling also...
So basically, So basically, No, no. So basically, where the no, draw it back. You pass him on, pass. That turn too much now. I hate that. No, me I tell you, so them not have no art. They don't have no art. So the judge now in a Paul Buchanan case. Boy, judge me not tell no lie, me. Alright, me do one video, I put out, people that can't go listen it. Me talk about this. I last video when I put out. Cause the lawyer did up on Will Rattigan show last night and him go into more detail. And I react to it, you see me? The process never reached the election court, so the timing when she had talked about, it couldn't start. One thing have to happen before the next thing happen, you understand? So that he must say him not understand how the judge reach our conclusion, because our conclusion is flawed based off of the process. The process never reached what she has said. And furthermore, the man was not asking for what she was arguing against. You feel me, David?
So, I don't understand how the court could have come to this conclusion.
The ruling also stated that the period during which the authority could have applied to the election court has passed, and any application is statute barred. In addition, the time frame outlined in the law is a knockout blow to the success of the application.
Can't be out of time. Within 9 days after the constituted authority rule not to send it to the election court, he filed an application for leave for judicial review. He came to me and I filed it. The law says he has 14 days to go to the constituted authority, and he went there in 9 days.
Still, the court stated that it's futile to compel the authority to make an application, and there is a need for finality in electoral matters. The court said the threshold test has not been surmounted and the application was not arguable. The constituted authority is an independent public body which decides whether a flawed election should be sent to the election court, which could void results. Mr. Buchanan has outlined several breaches, including double voting.
That person having voted, drop it in the box, come back for another ballot and say that ballot spoiled.
And them never take it out of the box.
To go and vote by the presiding officer. These are serious breaches.
Serious breach.
We have example where she's you have, that is a key one. Key one is where they have to leave the polling station because mass men jumping over fence in schemas taking over the polling station. The issue here is, which the court should have focused on, are the breaches that were placed before the court sufficient to compel the court to have the constituted authority refer the matter to the election court. Because once you go there, we know the election will be voted.
Yeah, at the top of the eye that. You look like I
So
am
the
a
questions
stamp.
have not been determined up to now in this judgment by the presiding officer. These are serious breaches. We have examples where she's you have, that's a key one. Key one is where they have to leave the polling station because mass men jumping over fence in schema taking over the polling station. The issue here is, which the court should have focused on, are the breaches that were placed before the court sufficient to compel the court to have the constituted authority refer the matter to the election court. Because once you go there, we know the election will be voided. So the questions have not been determined up to now in this judgment.
In the meantime,
brother, leave me alone, brother. Just leave me alone in Jesus' name, alright, sir? Leave me alone in Jesus' name.
Execute to a particular extent, and those budget numbers.
Yeah, maybe you are going in a parliament, yeah, man.
In the immediate time. So Minister of Finance could elaborate, but that was the last explanation we got, that it doesn't make sense to budget what we can't spend in the time. Minister of Finance, could you assist Member Campbell with that question?
Right, so, Madam Chair, as you heard Minister Morgan say, that there are many different methods of getting assistance to persons in terms of their shelter, whether it be the containerized units or an allocation, a grant allocation, depending on the severity of damage of your house, and that significant effort is underway to do the assessment to make sure of what the damage is, and to then determine how much of a grant those persons should get. Remember that we barely have 3 months left to the end of
now we're about
this
the wrong
year.
things.
So if the allocations
Govt,
in this supplementary budget are allocations
just pray for disaster in Jamaica, yeah?
now and then, in order to begin the restoration of homes.
Colleagues, I must say that we appreciate the concern of Member Campbell, because indeed quite a number of Jamaicans were displaced as a result of the Melissa's impact, especially on the 6 parishes on the western end of the island. I think Member Campbell, to kind of, address everything in context, is to first appreciate that quite a number of Jamaicans were displaced, first and foremost. And there are a number of different efforts, ongoing efforts, to find assist those persons in terms of helping them with regaining some form of shelter, whether it's a roof or a complete house or material to assist with the rebuilding process. So it is an ongoing process. There are a number of entities, like for example NHT, coming in with assisting with the purchase of the containerized modular units to assist. That's a first phase approach. We have a number of international partners coming in to assist with the repair. Additional funding. So the funding is not sufficient to satisfy 100%, but is a process that is ongoing. And I would want colleagues to bear in mind that we are very much cognizant of every day I go down in the Western Jamaica, I see the impact. And it is a real situation. So I think the minister and the government on a whole, we are trying, again, to use funds available to us. Personally, I've been talking about $6.7 billion. That is not money that has been released to us as yet. We are using monies from our own source And of course, in the effort to rebuild the lives of these persons, we cannot bankrupt the country. Otherwise, we'll not be able to get additional funding to continue the process of assisted rebuilding. So it's a very valid question, and it is a process that is ongoing and constantly being reevaluated on a weekly basis.
Thank you.
The finance minister couldn't answer like that.
That's my issue, Madam Chair. I am actually suggesting that maybe we should consider, if possible, an allocation to deal with another mechanism to get some help to these persons. So I'm not unmindful of the fact that several persons were affected. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty much saying that. And I understand
he can't unmindful.
We get in the
Furthermore, if you ask Dr. Dayton Campbell if he's mindful, Dr. Dayton Campbell is living that reality every day. That was ground zero. He knows exactly the gravity of the situation that has occurred better than anybody. He knows. So him question him not unreasonable. Him question him not unreasonably.
For the container zones, I understand all of that, and I'm not criticizing that. I'm simply saying though that when these things happen, some persons may deploy tents. Maybe you're not a fan of tents, right? But there has to be some mechanism that is deployed to provide temporary housing for these persons. If you drive to the constituency and move around, you will see persons on that tarpaulin, on a few sheet of zinc. It is heart-wrenching living in cars, right? 6 people living in one room and those sort of things. And as you move around in these remote areas, right, up in Amity, up in Darliston, in Cottage, or in the hills, in Beeston Spring, or in Lefford, wherever it is, I'm just asking. I'm not seeing it here. So I understand the points being made. I'm asking for the allocation that will provide the relief, the temporary shelter. That's what I'm asking.
Thanks, member. Your point taken. Do you have any follow-up questions, Member Campbell, or you're finished?
It's not around housing, but I do have a next question.
All right. Turning off. Member Bartlett.
Madam Chair.
Minister Willis.
Madam Chair, I was just trying to make a point that we do understand the call that the member from Western and Eastern is making with regards to an increase in the allocation. It's a legitimate call. What has to be borne in mind is the fact that this is a supplementary estimate which is allowing for expenditure up to the 31st of March. The amount that is there will be utilized, and indeed more will be required. And then in the new budget year, the other amounts will be. But the point is made, and I think all of us are seized with that, especially, yes, those of us in the 16. Absolutely.
Minister of Finance.
Okay. All right, just to add, Madam Chair, in response to that question, I'm advised by the PS that there is $780 million in the Support Jamaica fund, and that will be used towards providing housing grants for persons.
Member Campbell?
Yes, thanks for that, Minister. And as soon as we can execute that, that would be appreciated. The next question, Madam Chair. Is it also possible for us to use some of the resources to mobilize a mobile unit to some of these areas to deal with getting back some persons, some of the documentation that they would have lost?
Good question.
That's being done.
Where?
That's already underway, member.
Roll out where? Well, maybe I need to ask for it in Eastern Westmoreland then, because we don't know nothing about it.
Well, Nero, for birth registration.
Mighty God, hey.
For birth registration.
It's in transit.
Any more questions for Minister?
Yo, me say Juliet Owens I try save Favor Williams, you know. Favor Williams she's been drowned in a while now. I don't know she's still afloat. Then question I look her for 6 in the parliament. The man say where? Who not assist to get back them ID and them TRN and them birth certificate and them something and them passport? And when that happen, me don't know about it. And me are the MP. Maybe me need it for East and Westmoreland. You know, see Jamaica mash up, you know? Yo. Jamaica mash up here, man. Third term.
Yes, because as you know, Minister, when we're trying to assist some of these persons, we want to put an accountable system in place that we can identify the beneficiaries.
All right. Yes. There being no further questions, we'll move to Ministry of Education.
Boy,
thank you very much.
Me say, Juliet Unes well want move past. She a try save favor favor let them down, you know? Them let down themselves still and them let down favor. Cause them not ready. Them not ready.
OPM.
Watch her. She vex. Oh, this is funny. Oh, she is upset. Oh, she is upset. Damn, son. Ministry of Education. Only know say Damon Crawford I get crazy.
Ministry of Education, you will speak through the Minister
Crawford
of
get
Finance.
crazy.
There are 2 questions for you. One from your number 3. So you have 3 questions. First question is from Member Russell. Second set of questions from Member Crawford. And the third set of questions come to you from Member...
Nobody like it. All right.
Yeah, man, I left that one there alone. That for one next day. You know, more say big up Zulika Chess and Queen Eye South and them and Dr. Dayton Campbell. Yeah, man, more say big up. Big up, big up, big up. That's for mute a while ago. Anyway, people, London 45. Long time, I'm gonna go check her now. I'm gonna go check Marvin now. Let me see what I'm going over here, so.
Alright, hold on. Let me put on my glasses so I can see what you're saying about me. Oh no, don't say that. That's not very nice. Alright, hold on. Let me put on my glasses so I can see what you're saying.
So somebody sent a message say, I hate this BITCH. She said, let me put on my glasses to see what you said. Oh no, that's not very nice to say. Classic.
No too much, guys. How do I live?
She said, go learn. Somebody tell her, say, go learn to cook. Name out a file and box for big woman.
I'll be having steak for lunch today. How do I go?
No, if me love London 45 one more time. Yo, a laborer, he burn them, elaborate them, he burn them, you know? Or she just live good, you know? And a robot the government, you know?
Mr. Olness. Yo. Morning, sir.
Yes.
I just wake up, but I have to address the situation here with
yes.
You need to come out, Eda Lucifer, you need to come out, come tell your children that Mr. Buchanan didn't lose against you like you all go head and head and the battle over and you won. It's not like that. They dismissed the case because time ran out. Because
as a matter of fact, would I love our felicity lawyer.
From the time of the poll to the time when he filed, it was already too late at the Constitution.
No go so London. That's what the judge said, but the judge was off key.
And they should have alerted him that it's too late. So if he didn't go election court, any court him go, it was a lose-lose. He would never win because as current to them, time has run out.
As according to them, context matter.
And the period of time that they gave from the poll till when you find the petition, time would run out. So you need to come tell the idiot people that when I have no sense. It's not like Mr. Buchanan lose. Y'all don't go head and the case over and the battle is over and you won. It's not like that. We already know what we do say a PR. Okay, so at the end of the day, your people them out here have the sense and don't understand where are going in the system. You need to come explain to them because they're an idiot just like you. Mr. Buchanan don't last because you all go toe to toe and you won. No. They dismissed the case because there was not enough time to grant him leave for the case to continue. That is one thing. Two things I want to come about. And when a week before last you come and talk about, you know, like people peddle lies. And me see you in a parliament a peddle one bag of nonsense. Mr. Onis, he's a liar, he's a crook, you're everything. And you don't want to out here talk, oh, peddle like you. Me hear you in a parliament to talk about 20, 30 years ago. We couldn't approach international market. What a liar, man, Mr. Onis. You know what you talk, say? Mr. Onis, oh, you're so bold with your lies. Like, me not understand how you do it. Oh, you mean 20, 30 years ago we couldn't approach the International Monetary Fund? Where you get that from? Remember?
I want the biggest lie the man tell. For PJ Patterson, they pay off the IMF around that time there. So you could have get anything from the IMF you want. Because you pay them off. Them never pay them off yet. PJ do that. Remember good.
Remember, at a point 30 years ago when you was working for what's his name there? Bruce Golding. Patricia. Remember on the borrow and loan and you couldn't stand.
I just talk about Patricia, you know, so I miss my baby Patricia. Patricia, I miss her, you know. I go call her after this.
Up to it. Remember on the borrow one full loan and we couldn't stand up to it and we get locked out of the market. Remember, so we couldn't get no money for borrow because of try remember that.
Remember.
Okay, remember that 1995. Go and go look up feet on yourself, laboratory have no sense. 1995, PJ Patterson paid off the debt to IMF for no $1. Clean.
Talk
we
to
pay
them.
off the debt to IMF.
Talk to them.
Okay, remember when we get locked out of IMF because of the JLP, when Peter Phillips resurfaced, because guess what? After PJ Patterson was in power 1995 and pay off the debt. Right, in 1995, when Omar Davis was finance minister, paid off that debt, you know. Remember, say, no labor right, go back, go put you in a debt, you know. Remember, so I put you in a debt and get well lock out of IMF, you know. I remember say when Peter Phillips resurfaced as a finance minister, we get access back to IMF. So Mr. Onis, you are liar. He's a pandler. You love peddle things. He's a peddler. Nobody no peddle nonsense like you. You lie. And you don't want people out here attack and call you up and you lies them. We're always good. Remember the way how we pass the test them. You, Mr. Onis, you know, come out here, come say, only test with the PNP can pass an IMF test. Them can't pass the test of the people. Oh, no forget them something there. PNP pass every IMF test. And JLP can't even pass one package of IMF. Because nothing for deal with the country properly. You don't go no for rob and thief the people them and treat the people them bad and wicked and set with a war against one another. I mean here you in a parliament a peddle pay nonsense and nobody now call you out. Look a liar man. And when you come out here attack you come go on like you can't stop freedom of speech. Mr. Onis, you can't stop we from chat. Wicked liar man, you cannot stop the people from chat. A freedom of speech we say. So you know when people call you up and you lies them and you're doing them, you come out here every minute and come threaten people. We're not afraid of you. Number one, the great Michael Manley tell we. Him tell we say from a leader start act like him bigger than the people. You are no longer fit to lead. You act like you're bigger than we. You act like you're unstoppable. You don't have no respect, you don't have no love, no compassion. Nothing for the people, like an evil, wicked man. But a time and time here, time is the master. And remember I tell you, natural karma going to come your way, Mr. Oldest. And your own people going to give you karma. Because you act like you said the whole country will look out against you. Wicked, evil man. You're not untouchable. You're not unstoppable. But the time got to be right. God is not sleeping. Remember, I tell you that. Who the hell you think you is? One come in people face, come tell we lie right in front of our face. Because the people them don't understand what you do. Who out there, which one of your supporters them out there if you come out, come say, what kind of lie them that the Prime Minister tell? About 20, 30 years ago, we couldn't approach. If you don't want to know what did I go on at the market, you go check the World Bank. Just check all of the places where you get the information to find out who did make the country lock out of IMF. On uncle not so wicked to people and don't know how to be good to the people and treat the people good. On I come out here, come run up and come talk about who stress out, who couldn't sleep because of court case. On have no sense.
Sick, man.
I grant him no grant leave to continue. There's no big trial and no loss. The case was just dismissed because him don't have enough time to them grant him leave for the case continue. Idiot, all I know would have no damn sense. Bye. Mr. Olness.
Right, this all London. People. Big up on yourself. And that's why I left it. Right, that's all London. Right, that's all. Truth is just the truth. Best up on yourself, yeah? The word is love. Look, come on. No, so that worse.